How's it going, guys? The Void here today, and today we are back with another player review on the channel. And today we are going to be doing the 95 rated end of an era Fernando Torres card. You can currently pick this card up for around 60k. I managed to do it for free due to a lot of untradables in the club. But honestly, just even looking at the card, as a Liverpool fan, the nostalgia I get from even just looking at this card, him and Gerrard together were absolutely amazing, and it just brings back so many memories. It's a really good card. As you can see here, this is the team I did use for this Fernando Torres gameplay. I've got two games. Well, really, it's just a goal from one game and gameplay from another. I did play one more game, however, that I didn't actually collect the footage of that. As you can see here, we've got a red Genie Wijnaldum in the player picks a few weeks ago. Really happy with that. I sort of just made a Liverpool team. As you see there, Roberto Firmino, great record with him. But I just sort of made a Liverpool team. Didn't really care because, it's end of FIFA. But anyway, we're going to get on to Fernando Torres himself. So as you can see there, the record there, 4 games, 3 goals, 3 assists. Now that was before I played these 2 games. After that, I think it was like 6 games, 6 goals and 4 assists. See, the 4th assist is actually in this video. I remember putting it in here. And see that amazing in-game stats. What more could you want from your striker? Him and Rashford up front together were absolutely lethal, and playing them in Division 2 rivals, it's a really hard division, I think. And for them to up front together, it was just so easy for me. But anyway, that's the team. Now we're moving on to the gameplay. Here's just the first goal that I just sort of picked out with his team. Brought Mane off the bench. Who did I bring off? I can't remember. But look at that, La Croqueta into the goal, round the keeper. So this team was playing really well. This is a great goal. Sorry about my cough. But yes, the team was playing really well. I've just tried to add as much gameplay as I can from what I managed to get. I don't think I managed to win this game, although I did actually have a 2-0 lead, like a fucking idiot. As you can see there, lovely Fernando Torres shot. It didn't actually go in, but one of the things I loved about this card was how easy he was on the ball. Like, it wasn't tough to move with him or anything, whereas like some cards just a bit slow. What a goal by Rashford, chest off the chest for the assist by Torres, and what a finish. But yeah, so Torres was just one of those players that sort of clicked easy. He was a bit clunky at times, but overall I just thought he was an amazing second striker, or even a main striker for the strike partnership. Here you're going to see the Fernando Torres goal. This is honestly such a sick goal. Look at that. Not even volley, just a long shot, posting in. What more could you want? Him and Rashford were doing bits, and if you still have this Zlatan Ibrahimovic card, I traded mine in for an SBC like an idiot, but if you do, definitely recommend that. Now onto the pros and cons of this card. So this card has a lot of pros and a lot of cons, so I'm just gonna sort of just go with it. So we'll start off with the cons first. 62 balance. Now for a lot of players this can be a bit of an issue, but for me, I didn't actually notice it that much, although he can be a bit clunky from time to time, but it's nothing major. 79 stamina, not even that bad of a stamina stat, but at this stage of the game, you sort of want to be looking at the like mid-80s, high 80s, around that. But still, I didn't really notice that either. Strikers don't really have to do a lot of running back and forward, whereas your midfielders like Gerrard or Iniesta I've got there as players who I think would be a really good links to them if you have them. Gerrard personally, just because I used them together, and together they were just linking up play well, and Iniesta because honestly, for the price you can get the card, you may as well go and get it. And if you have the David Villa SBC card, the 3 of them up front, from what I've seen, could be absolutely lethal. But yeah, so the 79 stamina, it's not even that bad. And the last one is 3-star skills. Now, for me, I'm sort of one of those players who doesn't do skills all the time, but does like to use skills in my game. One of them being La Croqueta, which you saw in the first goal, because it's so OP, and it sort of just takes away the fun a bit that Torres can't really do that. But to do roulettes with him, it's really easy. It's a good card. Don't worry too much about the cons. I was literally just picking at stuff because this card is so good. Anyway, on to the pros. 99 jumping, amazing. Considering he's 6'1", he's pretty much going to win all of the headers. I mean, unless you're coming up against like a Van Dijk or something. 98 positioning, this is a really good stat because he makes a lot of really good runs. So like if you want him to, sort of get into the tight spaces, he's definitely a person to do that. And it's just giving a few, the 97th sprint speed. I can't remember what his acceleration is. I think it's like 88 or something. But to have those two stats together when you're playing in a formation with another pacey striker, it's really good for that sort of link-up play. Anyway, on to the next stat, strength. Body strength and physicality on FIFA 19 is one of the most important things. You know, over the past few years, it's not really been that much. Whereas this year, the idea of pace has sort of been taken away and physicality has come into it a lot more. And Torres just fits the whole agenda, to be honest. I think he's honestly such a really good striker. And if you're playing with a weak striker, he'll definitely fill the void as that sort of aerial threat, as well as like physical threat. So I think he's really good at doing that. 93 finishing. This isn't as high as I was hoping it to be. Like, obviously, it's really good. But, like, considering what Torres could have pulled off back in the day, I don't think it really represents him. But, you know, 93 finishing, it's still pretty good. 99 dribbling, honestly, back in the day, this man would make so many runs. And honestly, he was so good to watch. And I think 99 dribbling is definitely a fair representation of him on the game. Obviously, his card stat is 95 dribbling, but in-game it's 99. So, you know, he sort of works out well. And obviously the 97 sprint speed. Now, moving on to the next page. This is just the overall review of Torres, in my opinion. So, overall, enjoyment, 9 out of 10. If you're a Liverpool fan like me and you use him in a full Liverpool squad, you're honestly going to feel like you're back in that season where just when he was so good for us, right? He was honestly amazing. Him and Gerrard, the link-up play together was absolutely amazing. If you were around to watch that, or if you liked football at the time, you'll understand what I mean. So it really brings a good nostalgic feel to it. Value for coins, 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 all day. There's no way you can go wrong with this card. You're basically getting a 95 rated card for 50k. If you did his flashback earlier on in the game, you've been robbed. Honestly, you have been absolutely robbed. Considering like this card costs like a quarter of the price, and it's probably like 5 times better anyway. Now, into the bottom left, we've just got a few players who I think are quite similar to Torres from what I've used. I've used Henry in draft. Honestly, one of my favourite strikers on the game. I'm gonna just he's one of the icons that I'm going towards now anyway, towards the end of FIFA. So yeah, he's honestly so good, Henry. You get it on that right peg, it's gonna go in, and the same really feels like that with Torres. So yeah, they're very similar, and I chose Zlatan Ibrahimovic as the other player because just the physical feels so good on Torres, and his ability to win a lot of headers also just makes it feel like that. And there's a bit of similarity in the clunkiness, I guess, where they just don't feel as if they could move as well. But you sort of got that with Ibra, whereas Torres, you do get there from time to time, but it's nowhere near as bad. And for me, overall, this is a 5 out of 5 SBC. If you have the coins, or if you have the players in your club and you're looking for that 10 out of 10 striker, go and get this Torres card. I admit it can be a bit hard to link with, because obviously Spanish, there aren't that many good midfielders, I don't think. But if you've got icons, if you've got the Iniesta, which I don't know if it's still out or not, if it is, go and get that card as well. Even if you're not going to use it, these cards are great for SBCs, any high rated SBCs which could come out, especially with footage just around the corner. But yeah, so I understand they can be a bit hard to like link in there, but even on 7 Chem, which is what I played him on, he was just as good. Anyway guys, this is going to be the video. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed. Obviously on Friday we're going to be streaming as per usual. We're not going to be doing Horizon Tracker this week. I'm happy to do it again another week though. Obviously it's the easiest map to do the Easter egg one, the only one that I really know. But if you want me to do any other maps, I'm happy to do them. But this week I think we're going to go for Shadows of Eagle. So I think we're just going to work our way up. So we're going to go to Shadows, the Giant, Zetsabo, Gore Crovey, Revelations, Origins, etc. And then obviously I'm happy to play any other maps that you guys would like me to play. So yeah, hopefully you guys have enjoyed the video. Be sure to like, subscribe and comment down below any other video ideas that you want me to do. But yeah, that's it. Peace out and goodbye. At a party in the hills, she told me how she liked my vibe.